hoping to get 3 stars and an A. And you know, I know you can't like bring the past back. There are no ifs in a story like. However, hello. You know, I'm actually really happy with who I am right now and where I am right now. I learned with my own experience what kind of person I want to be, and I became that person. However, working at TripleConnect, I can't help but think, what if TripleConnect existed when I was in my levels, which was like 5 years ago? Maybe I would have been able to access my potential a little bit earlier, and I think I would have been. As you know from my previous videos, I didn't get the grades that I wanted to get. However, well, it doesn't mean that I got bad grades. No, I got AAB, which are good grades. But I was hoping to get 3 stars and an A. And I think that if TripleConnect existed back then, I would have been able to actually get to my absolute best.
Great success.
Reason number 1 is that, well, you know how on TripleConnect you can find a study partner, which is like different from actually studying with a friend, because the reason you connect is because of the subject. So this is what you do during your study session. The only thing you have in common is your subject that you study. So this is why psychologically it works. And it's so much different from studying with a friend. I really enjoyed studying with my friends on A levels and in my university experience, which I just finished yesterday. It's crazy. I finished my master's. It's actually crazy. Anyways, I really enjoy studying with friends. Like I'm a very social person and I really enjoy sharing my ideas with people. Because when I was studying with friends, I was chatting so much to them. Like we would study for a bit, then we would chat, then we would study, and then we would chat. This was like kind of counterproductive. Kind of like you go study with friends, but then instead of studying, you talk. Not about studies. So when I think that if I actually was able to find a study partner on my A levels, I would have actually been much more efficient than I was trying to study with friends, because with a partner I would still be able to talk about concepts that interest me in the subject, but I would not be able to talk about anything else, so I wouldn't distract from other topics. I'm sure that would have worked so much better. Okay, reason number 2. TripleConnect is like a community for A-level students where you can find resources for your studies, ideas, or inspiration, motivation, all these kind of things, which sometimes you really need. Like, there were points in my life where I felt really tired and I didn't really want to study anymore. I was just so exhausted, and I would tell myself, you need to study, you know, like sit there and study, and I wasn't allowing myself to go out or anything. And it was like so sad sometimes. But I think if I had TripleConnect, like a platform where you can go and you can get some motivation, inspiration, it would have worked so much better for me. Next reason. You know how they say like the 5 people who you spend time with the most are actually the representation of you. And I realized it from my experience. When we spend time with each other, we exchange our habits, our attitudes, our preferences. At some point in my life I started being more careful with who I'm spending time with. And on TripleConnect you can find people that want exactly those grades that you want. So you will be helping each other and influencing each other to get exactly the result that you both want to get. You will be conscious about who these 5 people are who are influencing you. That's a great thing. If you find one study partner on TripleConnect, that will be one person out of your 5 people that are influencing you the most. Next reason is that TripleConnect helps you to create consistency in your life. And I am so much more organized now than I was in the past. But on my levels I was not organized at all whatsoever. I would do things if I feel like doing them. And that's a good approach to life. However, sometimes it doesn't help you to get where you want to get, because in order to get where you want to get, sometimes you need to create the habit and stick to it. And I was struggling with that. But TripleConnect actually helps you to create this structure of your life, to create a plan and stick to it. For example, you plan sessions with a study buddy. It teaches you how to be organized, how to plan out your life. And that's a great feature of it. I needed to learn how to plan my life out just without it, obviously, and I learned it partially. But with TripleConnect, I think you can actually learn it in a way that you can't maybe learn it yourself, maybe when you are 16, 17. My philosophy of life is that there is nothing that a human being cannot achieve. However, sometimes, very often, we need some support to achieve some things. Well, that's the reason why you are not the only person who exists in the world. You are surrounded by other people. That's exactly the reason why you need to get help from them. Like, why not, if they're there? And TripleConnect is exactly that support that you need on A levels. It's exactly that then, and that's like the main reason why our wish existed back then. I think that I would have thought, if I was using TripleConnect platform, I would have thought like, okay, I have a meeting at that time with my study partner, and I want to prepare everything I know for that day, because I want to show off. I want to show the person that I know more than they know. And you know, it creates this kind of healthy competition. This makes you achieve your best eventually. You see how it works? You and the person share the knowledge. You will also be so much more prepared for your lessons in school. You will be like on top of your grades, on top of your class. You will know so much more because you will exchange the knowledge with that person. And that's another reason why I wish TripleConnect existed, because it's not like meeting someone from your school, it's meeting someone from a different school. Your study partner maybe knows something about this topic that you don't know, and vice versa. So you can exchange that knowledge. You can get more out of the same amount of studying you kind of do. You just do a little bit more sessions with a study partner and you get more out of that. But like, of course, obviously it's a cool thing only if you use it in the right way. Only if you put your own effort there as well. I would have done that. I would have put that. You know what? Can I sign up? You know, guys, I think you're really lucky to study at that time, and I think you're really lucky to be A-level students exactly at that time when TripleConnect exists as a platform. I think that you can do anything what you want to do. And if there is some part of you, there is something in your heart that's like, oh my god, I want to like achieve my really, really best, but it's really hard. Don't worry. Life is going to help you out. And the first thing life is helping you out with is life is telling you there is TripleConnect. Go and sign up. Telling you.